But your whole premise was I'm deluded and I accepted it because I can't prove. And I said to you, the reason, hang on, I can't prove to you my experience, right? I'm crazy because I can't. But you can't prove Allah though.
No.
But you're going to tell me that I'm crazy, bro.
No. We're not. You don't need to prove that your ancestors are real, as in a proof.
So why are you using
Adam,
wait,
there are people out here beheading people with your apparent philosophical they can't even prove. There are people beheading folks, stoning people to death, Adam. They are very convinced.
You must debate and argue according to what I hold to be true.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, and you believe
now,
he's a prophet.
I don't believe your premise that all religions are delusional. I don't hold that premise. So therefore, you can't hold me to that stand. But I have no reason to believe that I'm delusional. Unlike you.
Because the beliefs, I tell you why. Because the beliefs you hold on to them to be true. That's why.
Yeah. No.
That's the reason why you're not ready to accept being delusional.
Okay.
Because you hold.
Sorry, no one said that. I honestly tell you, no one said that. I've had a keen interest in the videos.
Okay.
But you don't need to get your back up.
No, my back seat up, Adam?
No, you're like, he's a Muslim.
No, but my back's not up though.
Come on.
But we can see that already.
We're teasing.
All right, so the plot thickens, family. The plot thickens. So Adam just admitted to being a Muslim. Okay, so now we're gonna ask Adam because I thought why you weren't fighting so hard for this delusion thing, right? But Adam, you would be deluded too, wouldn't you?
No, 1 second.
Worse than yours, I think. But he's going to tell you.
You would be just as deluded as me, which you're gonna prove my point now.
1 second.
Go on.
Now you've already admitted that you are
Deluded. Yes. Are you going to admit that you're deluded when it comes to Allah?
If you could demonstrate it, then why not?
No, remember.
No,
You assert, hang on, Adam. You assert Allah as being a fact, yes? You both need Jesus.
It's not like a fact
Sneaking up over there.
like the earth.
So Allah is not a fact.
You've got to be on camera.
Not a fact in like the way that I see like the tree.
Are you a Muslim?
Yes, I am a Muslim.
You are a Muslim.
Look,
But Allah's not a fact.
Just 1 second. No. In terms of how I know God, I don't know it like it's a mathematical equation. It's not like.
Okay.
Let me just
Go on. I'll let you speak.
Just relax.
All right.
Relax.
No, it's a revelation to me now.
Just relax.
It's a revelation.
I know, and the problem is that you've engaged with people, that you've spoken to a lot of Muslims, but you haven't necessarily engaged with Islam. Okay? So just
Make that make sense to me.
food for thought, yeah? Now, what I wanted to explain to you is that earlier you said that you could be delusional, you are delusional, and in fact, that you know you're delusional,
Yes.
right? Okay?
Yes.
And that the evidence is against you because you have two contradictory worldviews.
Right.
Now, what I want to argue is that.
No, I don't think
Wait. I'm just gonna let him go.
Yeah. Look, these are my views. It's not. You can argue about them, right? My point is that is a worse off situation than a religious person who believes what they believe to be true and doesn't believe they're delusional.
Fantastic.
Even if they are delusional.
Fantastic. You see Muhammad when he was in the cave, did he think he was delusional?
Okay, so now what you're doing is you're appealing to.
Now I'm asking you, did Muhammad, your prophet...
I don't necessarily subscribe to that.
You don't?
Not necessarily.
You don't subscribe to Muhammad being delusional? Muhammad said he saw an angel in a cave. Does that sound delusional to you?
I don't believe... Look, talk about my beliefs, okay?
No, because your beliefs is in someone else's delusion. So I'm going to the source of the delusion. Muhammad said he was in a cave and he saw an angel. Is that not delusion? And he thought he was deluded himself.
If you could demonstrate it, yeah.
No, he said it in the book, in the hadith. He said he thought he was delusional.
Well, hold on. Firstly, that's on the assumption that we have to necessarily accept that historical claim.
So you don't accept that claim?
You don't have to. To be a
Yeah,
Muslim,
but do you? Yeah. I know you don't have to, but do you?
You have to believe that Muhammad is Allah's prophet.
One
right?
second.
You have to believe
One
that.
second. Guys, too many people are telling me what I believe.
Yeah, but do you accept
No,
it? You're a Muslim, so do you accept it?
Look, it's not, if you let me finish, it's not axiomatic to the Islamic faith to believe in that. It's a story.
But the definition of a
It's a
Muslim is someone
story.
accepts that.
It could be a story.
Could be true, could not be true.
It doesn't matter.
You're not answering the question. You're not actually answering the question. You're a Muslim.
Let me answer the
Do you
question.
believe that Muhammad was in a cave and
Why
saw the angel and thought he was
Why
delusional?
don't you ask a more direct question? Do you believe that Muhammad was a prophet?
Yes.
No. You can't ask me. You can't ask me what question to ask you.
No, but that's
I will
more-
ask you the
it's more
question that I want to
accurate.
ask
But
you.
that's what
So the
makes-
question that I'm
but that's
asking
what-
you is: do you believe that
that's
Muhammad was
what-
in a cave, thought he was delusional, and saw an angel? Is that what you believe?
It could be delusional.
It could be, but
Could be.
was it?
No, I obviously don't believe that he was delusional. If that happened, I don't.
But
believe
he said himself he's delusional.
He thought.
He thought he was delusional.
No. Let's just say. One second.
Yeah, go on.
If I accept
Yeah.
that
wait.
narration
Yeah.
to be true,
Uh-huh.
and I don't have to as a Muslim, if I do,
You're telling me the stuff you don't have to do, but I'm asking about what you do.
Sorry, you know what the difference between seeing Jesus as holy and Muhammad is in our religion a human being who can have like worries or he can think he's delusional or he can
Right.
second guess. He is a human being. He can of course second guess. Wait, is this happening to me because of? Of course, but that doesn't mean
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't want this guy to get off the hook. I don't want to get this man.
Listen, one second. I'm not going anywhere.
Good.
I'm staying with you.
Good.
We can chat all night.
I'm not here for all night, but you know.
Okay, all right.
But what I'm trying to say is, all right. So let's get back to your delusion then.
One second.
So you believe in Allah? You believe in Allah?
No. You must debate and argue according to what I hold to be true.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And you believe
Now,
he's a prophet.
I don't believe your premise that all religions are delusional. I don't hold that premise. So therefore, you can't hold me to that standard.
Fantastic. So
That's
I'll see
one
if we are
second.
then.
I'm not finished.
I'll see if you are then.
That is the standard that you have to uphold.
So I'll see if you are then.
Yes.
I'll see if you are.
No.
By asking
No.
probing
One
questions.
second.
Just like you asked me probing questions.
Yes, you may. And we
I'm going to ask you
demonstrated.
probing questions.
You can. So, but can I just say something?
Yeah.
If someone does not know that they're deluded and holds a belief, compared to someone who does know they're deluded and engages in self-deception, that person, the latter, is far worse on the scale of
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show
rationality.
you now that I'm going to show you're just as crazy as me. And I love that statement. You're just as crazy as me. Does Allah exist?
Of course I do.
Of course Allah exists. That's your claim. And how do you prove that?
Okay. So I would prove. Well, when I use the word proof, I don't mean it in the sense of a mathematical, right? I have reasons to believe that God exists.
So you got reasons. So are your reasons proof?
There's supportive evidence.
No. Are your reasons proof?
Well,
are they just belief?
they are reasons to believe.
Okay. And are your reasons subjective or objective, Adam?
The principles and the claims and the arguments used, they're part of the objective world. Yes.
That was a good answer, but he didn't answer my question. Are your reasons for believing in Allah objective or subjective?
They are based upon objective principles.
They are based on objective principles.
Yes.
Name
which
one
are
of them.
objective. Everything that begins to exist needs a cause.
Okay. So the reason why you believe Allah is because everything exists as a cause. Everything that begins
Everything
to
that begins to
exist
exist needs a cause. And
as a cause
no, everything that begins to exist needs a cause.
needs a cause.
Yes.
Okay. So the universe began to exist, and Allah was the cause of it. Yes or no?
Can you use God at this stage?
God.
We can use Allah later.
Why? Why you don't like the name of your God? You don't like the name of your
No,
God?
because I don't want you to mix up religion and start saying, well, we don't want to.
This is religion, though.
No,
Adam.
no. This is actually religious philosophy. Because you can believe in God and not be Muslim. You can believe in God and you can be any other religion.
In your philosophy,
You know,
hang on. In your philosophy, is everyone Muslim?
When you're mentioning this,
No,
No. So I've heard Muslims here say everyone's born Muslim.
no one believes that.
No one believes that.
Any-
Adam, I don't know what kind of Muslim you are. You know what kind of Muslim are you, Adam? Adam, what kind of Muslim are you, bro?
The one that you haven't met. That's what.
Yeah, but what type?
No one. Define we don't.
Who said you, Adam?
I promise you, no one said it. I promise you, no one said it.
But the definition.
I don't know what you are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
I understand.
You came here. You didn't, and you don't have to. You didn't release that you were a Muslim. I asked and you said, yeah. However, no, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
We're having a discussion about religious.
No, but your whole premise was I'm deluded and I accepted it because I can't prove. And I said to you, the reason. Hang on, I can't prove to you my experience, right? I'm crazy because I can't. But you can't prove Allah though.
No.
But you're gonna tell me that I'm crazy, bro.
No. You're missing the point here. I'm not saying that I can prove God in a mathematical sense.
Which means you must be
saying
delusional.
That I have no. I have no. Because remember what we said. Why he's delusional. Remember why we said he's delusional. He's got counterfactual evidence against his experience, which then makes him delusional. I, however, do not hold the belief that I believe in God and there's counterfactual evidence. I may be wrong, but I'm not delusional. Do you see the difference?
Okay, so you may be wrong.
I may be wrong.
So you hold that Allah may not exist then?
As a premise, God could exist and could not exist, but I believe He does. I have reasons to believe He does.
That's what I'm trying to say. So your reasons to believe He does are based on
the objective. We've done this before. We're going circles.
But they're not objective though.
They are objective.
Hang on.
I
tell you why it's not objective, Adam.
It is objective.
I'll tell you why it's not objective, Adam. Because if it was objective, we'd be able to prove it. Okay? So just like we can prove you're here, and we can prove he's here.
That's called empiricism. That's called empiricism.
So Adam, so what you're saying is, hang on, do you remember when you said, right, that my thing was a little bit vague and a little bit...
What? I don't understand.
My worldview seemed a little bit... So does yours now, because what it is now, I can't now lock you down to saying, if you can prove Allah, because now you say, I can prove it, but not in the way you think I can prove it, but I can prove it, and it's a fact, but I can't actually prove it.
No, I didn't say that.
But what I'm trying to say is, you can't prove Allah.
The way that
but you still choose to believe it.
I don't know. Look, in philosophy, we don't use this word proof like in a mathematical.
So you're a philosopher now.
Philosophy, you don't prove.
Now, you believe something because you have more reasons to believe it than not to. Now, I believe that there are reasons to believe in God because, I think there are reasons that actually stack up, and I don't think there's any reason not to.
Fantastic. I can see you're not going to go there, so let's go somewhere else. So you have reasons to believe in God. So do you still have reasons to believe that a man in a cave had a delusion, or not?
Why are you going to jump?
Because you won't let me lock you down on the God thing because you're running around. But what I'm trying to say to you, but the thing is, Adam, the way in which you came to know this Allah is via this book called the Quran. That's how you came to know it.
No, it's via Muhammad.
Via Muhammad. In the cave, you said he had a delusion, or you said he had an experience in the cave with an angel that he could have been deluded by.
Okay, look, I know you've gone back to this there, but what happens?
We have to go back to the cave. Your religion starts in the cave, bro. That's where we got to start.
No, forget the cave.
So now you've moved from God to religion now.
You have to. You're a Muslim, which means
Adam, you're a Muslim.
Is the prophet.
Your Islam starts with Muhammad in the cave, bro. That's where it starts.
No, my Islam starts with believing in God.
Which came from where?
And then God, right? And then God sends messengers, and I believe that Muhammad is a messenger. So if you want to really
Adam.
destroy my worldview,
Adam.
Go for God.
Because you're a Muslim, okay? You believe
that's the prophet.
Muhammad spoke to God via the angel Gabriel
With no evidence.
in a cave, and you have one bit of evidence for that, which is a book called the Quran.
Well,
That's what's called circular reasoning. So what it's saying is, the book is true because the book says it's true.
No.
Bizarre.
Listen.
The book is true because the book says it's true, Adam.
That's not how
I have
belief
reasons
works.
to believe that he was. Now you,
But you said it could have been delusional.
No. It could be delusional, but I have no reason to believe it. But unlike you know you're delusional,
have you read
and you
the
still
Quran?
hold on to your belief
Andy?
because it makes you feel
Adam.
good. You see the difference?
Adam, have you read the Quran?
Adam.
Have you read the Quran? No.
I think you're more of a philosopher kind of.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what type of philosophy it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know what type of philosophy it is.
It's such a great shame that you say that.
Because it's like,
Such a
you're
great
going
shame.
away.
But
Because you want easy Muslims.
not
right?
easy.
You
I don't understand what you're saying.
You want Salafi Muslims.
No,
or
I don't-
Wahhabi
I don't even
Muslims,
know.
And you're neither of those.
Neither of them. Neither of those. Because that's
Neither a Salafi or Wahhabi.
because for you guys,
Are you a Sufi?
I'm
You're
not.
Sufi. Not Sufi.
Because you want easy picking.
Not easy picking. I just want to understand what you're saying.
No.
Make me understand what you're saying.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
You're just as deluded as me, and you're just not ready to admit it, bro. You're just not ready to admit it. You are the person we spoke about for the whole conversation. The person who's not willing to admit their delusion.
No.
You are that person.
Someone who's delusional would not admit I could.
Is he not the same person I spoke about?
No.
You're the same person I just spoke about.
Someone who's delusional. Someone who's delusional.
You're a stubborn delusional person. That's what you are.
Someone who's delusional would not open up the parameters of being delusional. I'm saying I could be delusional, but I have no reason to believe that I'm delusional. Unlike you.
Because the beliefs, I tell you why. Because the beliefs you hold on to them to be true. That's why.
No,
that's the reason why you're not ready to accept being delusional.
Okay.
Because you hold on to these principles to be true, these delusions or this book to be true. But the book is a subjective book.
No,
it's not even objective.
Now you use these.
And that's your sole reason for believing what you're believing.
You're making mistakes. I'm sorry.
What are you trying to? Can you give us something?
You are making
Give us some compelling evidence.
You're making mistakes.
Just give us some compelling evidence, bro.
Give us the evidence.
Give us your evidence. Give us your evidence.
Give us something. We'll give you time. Give us something.
The reason I hold these things to be true, Sarah.
Yeah. I'm here.
The reason that I'm holding these to be true is because I have reasons to believe they are true.
Which are?
And I have. I don't have any reasons not to believe them. Right?
So you're in the middle.
No. Look, for God's sake, it's so simple. I have reasons to believe something. I don't have any reasons not to believe something.
So you believe it?
So that doesn't make me delusional.
No, but your belief.
It depends on your reasons.
The way exactly.
What are your
Are
reasons?
subjective.
Okay, no, they're not subjective. They're not subjective. Again,
bro.
Give us an
If they were
objective
objective,
reason.
we'd all be Muslim, bro. We'd all be Muslim, Adam.
Give us an objective reason. Just one.
Yeah, let's hear your reason.
Three.
Give us 3 reasons.
3 reasons.
listen. Firstly, I believe that God exists, and I have reasons to believe that.
No, that's
which
not
you
a
don't.
reason.
We went from belief.
Wait a minute.
What's your three
We
reasons?
spoke about belief. What is the belief?
Wait a minute.
What's the reason?
Wait a minute. Calm down. So remember, I believe that there's a God, right?
And without reasons, that's a delusion.
We'll wait for when he's finished, my friend.
Go on.
I'm going to help you out here, Adam. What is a belief, Adam?
Didn't we have this conversation before? That a colloquial understanding of belief is different from a philosophical understanding.
So your understanding of belief is philosophical.
So we said that beliefs are have truth claims, and we had it's been recorded.
Yeah, I know.
Justify true beliefs. Do you remember that one?
Yes, justified true beliefs.
Yes. Okay, we went through that one. So don't educate
But
me
yours
on
is
that.
justified and true. So you went from I believe in God to there was a man in a cave. That's where you went. That because there's a big jump there, bro.
Let's have his reasons.
There's a fantastic jump there. You went from I believe in God to there was a man going, and there's an angel and there's a devil and there's all that.
Sarah, hold on a minute.
It's a big jump, bro.
You know that
Reasons, come on, reasons.
Yeah, that's a big gap.
Yeah, it's a big gap because you left the conversation halfway through. You asked me what are the objective reasons, and I gave you the principles, and then you couldn't deal with it, and then you went back onto the man in the cave.
I
So
said,
let's fill the gap.
Fill that gap. Fantastic. Please fill the gap.
Give us your reasons for God.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to. So I believe that there are more reasons to believe in God than not to believe in
Give us
God.
one.
You've said
One
that.
of them, if you don't interrupt, then
Yeah, go
maybe
on.
I can take some.
Go on.
Have a sat round.
Go on.
So I believe firstly that that anything that begins to exist needs a cause. Needs a cause.
That's
Yes.
delusion.
He's going with a Kalam cosmological argument here, guys.
Yes.
Go for it.
There's
And
no
that is
evidence of
something
that at all.
objective. That is an objective fact, a principle about the world. Right? It exists all over the place.
Yeah, but not the world. We're talking about the
One
start of the
sec-
universe.
1 second.
Don't come back to the
It's
world.
an objective principle. It's almost a fact, not a fact.
It's
you
not a
can't
fact.
you can't prove it. But,
You have to
but
prove
to
it.
deny it, leads to absurdity.
But we're not denying the world.
Listen.
You're talking about the start of the
Right,
universe.
who am I talking about?
Well, you want to say facts?
He's trying. Go on.
I don't try. I do it.
Yeah,
No, you don't.
that's a confident
There's
man.
no reasons. You've
Go
given
on.
us no objective reasons.
Now, given the fact that principle is a reasonable principle, and that we know and we believe that the universe began to exist, it must have had a cause.
We believe the universe began to exist.
No.
Well, we know that
we
it
have
did.
reasons to believe the universe.
Reasons to believe.
Would you like me to demonstrate why I think there are good reasons to believe the universe began to exist?
No, because we're going to go off point, but continue.
No. It's very much part
No.
of the point.
No.
No.
We're filling in the gaps now, Adam.
I am
Filling the
I am
gaps
filling
from
the
the
gaps.
God to the cave. Fill in those gaps.
1 second.
From God to the cave.
1 second.
He's
1
arguing a
second.
cosmological argument. It's going to
Yeah.
be interesting. He's going to lose.
1 second. Now, so whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe had a cause.
But that's false logic.
Did Allah begin to exist?
No.
Oh, he's eternal.
Yes.
And what evidence do you have for that?
So he's a thing without a cause. He's
No.
a thing without a cause. Allah. He said everything's got a cause except Allah.
No, wait.
Do you see why you're not going to win this argument?
No,
Adam?
it's not very smart what you just did there. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we know by definition the universe had to have had a cause.
No.
Yeah?
No, we don't.
Let
No.
me,
Definitely not.
guys,
Not
let
necessarily.
let me argue
No,
my
not
point.
necessarily.
Let me just.
There's no
You've already got two
there's
people
no
against you, but go on.
cosmological-
Okay, look, no, we're not, okay. Firstly, are we debating that I can have reasons, or are we debating that I am true? There's two different discussions.
I don't know what you're debating.
Yeah, that's because you come halfway.
If your reasons
listening, but I'm
contradict your
confused.
That's
worldview,
because
then
no.
you're
1
correct.
second.
That's
1
what you told
second.
him
He was trying to argue that I am as deluded as he is.
Yes.
Because I cannot engage in any kind of intellectual discourse about my beliefs. I'm saying that is false.
No, that's not what I said. I never
what
said that
he
you
said.
could not. That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth now, Adam.
Okay, go on. Explain
Don't do that.
yourself.
I did not say that. I said what I need you to do simply is give me reasons, yeah, or fill in the gap from God.
Why do you say that I'm
to
as
the
delusional
cave.
as you? Why do you say that?
Because neither of us can prove what we say.
But his
Okay,
own definition
but-
of delusion, he is delusional by his own definition.
But
his own definition.
But that doesn't matter, apparently.
I never said
Uh-huh.
you have to prove mathematically. We're not. You don't need to prove that your ancestors are real, as in a proof.
So why are
But
you
have-
using
Adam,
mathematical
there are
man.
people out here beheading people with your apparent philosophical they can't even prove. There are people beheading folks, stoning people to death, Adam. They are very convinced,
You let me-
Adam.
you let me finish.
There's no one out here doing that. I'm not doing that.
interrupting. You've got to stop interrupting. You've got to stop interrupting.
Come on, Adam, man.
Because these are quite deep things that we're talking about, and people interjecting and making comments and talking about people beheading people doesn't really help. Yeah.
It's a fact, though.
I'm not interjecting about
Yes, and I speak out against those people. That's what I do. Right. So
You don't believe in Sharia, then?
I don't believe in Sharia law. No.
I don't know what kind of Muslim you is, you know. I don't know what kind of Muslim you is, right? He's still trying to do that. But he said he can't prove Allah mathematically.
made false claims about false claims.
No. My problem with you is that,
Crumbling slowly, Adam, for you, but continue.
well, again, that's a belief.
It is.
And it's deluded.
It's mine.
And it's
Okay,
deluded.
okay. I like that, I like that, I like that. I like that.
Look, what I was saying before was that the problem with the way that you hold your beliefs is not that you can't prove. We overuse this word. The point is you have no reasons to believe it, and you admitted that.
I also have a reason to believe it, because I experienced
But okay, but
it.
then
My
we
reason,
have,
I experienced it.
but then we have a counter reason that overweighs your belief in that thing.
How does it overweigh it?
We did
If
this.
I,
We
no,
did
but
this.
no, but I said to you that I continuously have it. So if I
We did
continuously
it.
have it,
We did this. You
Yeah,
admit
but
that you're
it's
deluded.
against him as well.
You admit that
Adam,
you're deluded.
Adam, you keep coming back to me. I'm still trying to let you fill in the gaps from Allah to the cave. You know?
Never done that.
No.
Everything has
Listen,
Yeah, there you go.
Let me
Everything that
finish
has
my
a
point.
cause.
Everything that has
Except
cause,
it
yeah,
doesn't.
let's go.
Except it does not.
No, because we have.
Except it does not.
but then you ask him,
Outside of the
does
universe,
Allah
we
exist?
do not know.
Ask him if Allah exists.
He said it. He said Allah does.
Oh, so did he have a cause?
No, Allah's eternal apparently.
Because
Well, you said everything that exists has a
Exists.
cause.
No, because they're
because
contradictory.
in philosophy.
Don't worry about the contradiction, bro. Let's not act like that happened.
No, sorry.
What's good, bro? You good?
Very bad. Very bad. I didn't say.
Allah exists,
I
but he
didn't
never
say-
had a cause.
What did you say?
Because you can have in philosophy, in probability, in possibility, you can have beings that it's not a illogical conclusion or an idea to believe that something has always existed.
Like what I said about the universe.
No, you could argue that,
Okay.
but I didn't say to you, "Oh my God, that's so illogical."
No.
Actually, we
I
can't.
I said
We
it's
don't
not
have any
true.
evidence.
No, but I said I can't prove that. I can't prove the universe.
No,
You're telling me that Allah exists without no proof.
No. Again, we can have evidence that points to it. So, for example, if you come home, and you see.
Title this the philosophical Muslim. You can title that the philosophical Muslim.
The delusional one. I think the
delusional philosophical
Muslim is a
Muslim.
better
Go on.
title.
Go on, Adam. Go on, Adam.
Okay. By deduction, you can say that God exists because
No, you
know.
can't. Don't do that.
Okay. Wait.
You need everything to deduct from if you're going to use deduction.
There's no
Adam.
point. There's no point.
No, because I'm not going to allow you to try and sneak that deduction argument in, mate.
But why are you so scared for me to finish what my
It's not about
argument?
scared.
But why
You're
don't
trying
you
to
let me finish?
start.
But you're open. You're welcome to do that answer. Finish.
All right, go on.
All right.
Use the deduction argument.
So we have two principles. Well, we have a principle that everything that begins to exist needs support. Not everything has a beginning, as you
Even though
quoted.
people don't agree with that, but go on.
That's a fact
Okay.
that it's not true what he just said. It's
Okay,
absolutely not true.
So let's see why we would support this. Why do we believe this? Because to deny it would be absurd.
No.
Yeah, absurd. I'll give you an example. So for example,
You
if
actually
someone
believe
said-
in something about a cause. You actually believe in something about a cause. Do you want to say what that is?
No,
Hello.
no, you
Free
missed
will.
it. No, you missed the point. I didn't say I believe in something without a cause. I said anything that begins to exist needs a cause. It's a very subtle point.
But Allah didn't begin to exist.
Exactly. So it doesn't need a cause. Thank you. You believe
No,
in
no,
Allah.
no. No, I was
Great.
being sarcastic.
He converted.
No, I was being sarcastic.
No, I'm
if
only joking, I'm only
Allah didn't begin to exist.
So he doesn't need a cause.
No, but that's just an assertion.
No, it's not an assertion because we know that something must. Don't use Allah because then it becomes religious. Just say God or things. Something has to be there.
Something.
That's always been there. We can talk about
I've
Allah
had this
later.
conversation so many times.
But not with
Creator
me.
of the universe.
Are you special?
No, I'm just a bit more well trained in this area.
Okay, go on.
So by logical deduction, there must have been something.
Energy, yeah.
Ah.
Energy, yeah.
But then that would mean that the universe existed before it existed. That doesn't make
In
sense.
one way, shape, or form.
No,
Like I said,
that's a contradiction. How
No.
can it exist
No.
before it existed?
if it's in a different form.
So
You existed before you existed in this form. You were a sperm and an egg, mate. So you did exist in a different form, didn't you, Adam?
yes, but I didn't.
Yeah. And that tree existed in the form of a seed.
But I didn't come in. Yeah, but I didn't exist when there was no universe.
Say again?
In a
I didn't
different
exist
form.
when there was no universe.
I'm not asserting that.
What?
I'm saying
but
that
you're-
everything exists.
No,
everything
you're
exists in one way, shape, or
so
form.
you're making a false analogy there. So what
No.
you're saying is that because Adam existed in an egg and a sperm, therefore the universe existed before it existed.
No, in this form.
doesn't make sense.
In this form, like I said,
There was no form before the
energy
universe
was a different
existed.
form.
There was no energy before. Okay, let me. Okay,
what was
so,
the cause of the universe?
go on.
doesn't
What
know
does
that.
cosmology say was the core of the universe?
They say it was a
Quantum
singularity.
fluctuations.
Yes.
Which is what?
No. That's one theory, which has also been debunked.
Yours a theory. Allah's a
No,
theory,
no.
bro.
Not here.
No,
Allah's a theory, bro. Come on, let's be honest.
No,
Allah's not a theory,
it's not a theory.
but you still can't prove it.
No, I can.
don't even
I
know
have
why I'm still having this
reasons.
conversation,
I have
Adam.
no, because you don't want to engage.
No, I'm engaging.
You don't want to go.
But you're not
toe
making
to
any
toe.
sense
no,
anymore.
you don't want to go toe to toe. You don't want to go toe to toe.
I've been going toe to toe with you for the past
No
hour.
way you have. Let's engage on this principle
Oh my
here.
God.
Why?
For the past hour I've been here, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, feel like I've been running away. Like, I've been here for the past hour. Oh, what?
Oh,
Where?
go attack him. Come on.
You're welcome to end the conversation.
Let's do it.
Adam.
You're welcome. It's good talking.
Pleasure.
It was good. It was good. It was good.